Hey, welcome to On the Porch. Thanks for joining us. Why don't you come and sit a spell, Ken?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's good to be back. I guess we have some splaining to do, or at least at least I have some splaining to do. We missed the past 3 weeks. I knew we were going to miss a week because I was going to be traveling, but I was going to be traveling 2 weeks in a row, and for some reason I thought I could make it back from Central Missouri and on a Sunday and feel like recording, and I just didn't feel up to it and didn't want to push for time, so I didn't. And then me and Holly took my parents to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where Ken and Mary were kind enough to meet us there for a day. And then last week I had a friend come up with me, call me and needed some help ASAP. And so I had to go help him and reached out to Ken and like, hey, I got to help him. I don't know when we'll be done. It's just not going to work out. So here we are. Nothing's changed. It's just 3 weeks there where things were going on, mainly for me. But
Well,
so,
that's what they call life, buddy.
yeah. So
And life happens, and we do this just for pure enjoyment. So
yeah. So I appreciate everybody that was reaching out, wondering where we've been, what we've been up to, concerned, because we didn't put anything out there, at all. And and it's like, I hate doing that, but sometimes it's like that slips through the cracks, So, but yeah. So it's good to be back on the porch. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, I miss catching up and hanging out.
Yeah, I do too.
So I had those glasses on again. That's my only defense I have against those questions you asked me.
Yeah,
I don't know if it worked this time. I'm still waiting.
yeah.
To see.
They work. So I forgot the question I was going to ask you. I'll just have to try to remember for next week. So
all right, I'm gonna have to find some different ones maybe.
They're your get out of math and science classes, huh?
Yeah. I had enough of that when I was in school.
Oh yeah. Hey Gene. Hey Art. Hey Brenda. Thanks for hopping in the chat. We really appreciate it. So yeah. Good. It's good to be back. It's good to know we were missed. So yeah.
Oh, there it is. Now my chat's on.
Okay. All righty.
I'm like, I'm missing it. Hey Gene. Hey buddy.
Yeah.
Brenda.
Yeah. We could have got on there a little quicker than what we did, but a little technical difficulties right off the bat, but we was able to get them. But man, Ken, did you ever find that post hole digger you were looking at?
The post hole digger.
Yeah.
You talking about the ones
Yeah. You called me, asked me about getting a post hole digger.
Oh yeah. No. I actually borrowed Jeff's post hole diggers. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
And I found out something that, it hadn't rained up here in 20 days, or 21 kind of day. And digging a hole when it's dry like that is not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yeah.
But I just had to dig one, so I powered through it.
Yeah. I'm allergic to those things.
Well, yeah. Well, they're good heaters if you're using them during the winter. Keep you warm.
Yeah. Every time I touch one, like the next day, I'm all sore and achy. So I think I'm allergic. So yeah,
probably so.
Yeah.
So I'm that way with shovels too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Here, I think we talked about it when I did it. I had some lawn work to do, and I had to swing an axe like 5 or 6 times. That was about my limit. It's been a while since I swung an axe good.
Yeah. So. Well, I don't mind an axe as much.
Yeah. No, not as much.
Not as much.
Yeah. But yeah.
But buddy, I tell you what, man, it's been Groundhog Day here, man. The weather. It's like in the 40s at night and upper 60s and low 70s, bright sun every day. It's been that way for the last 20 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been similar here, and it's like it's hard to keep track of which day of the week it is.
Yeah. Well, I love it though, man. It's just like I've been working out in the yard, so I've just been leaving a lot of my tools out at night, because I know it's not going to rain, instead of putting them up every night. So I've been doing that.
Yeah. We were putting up some Christmas decorations today, and Holly was working, and she was like, it's getting warm in here. We don't have the air on or anything. And she's like, it's like the air conditioner's turned off. And I'm like, man, it's just not running. It's not hot enough in here. I looked, and it was like 73 degrees in the house. And normally we keep the thermostat for the air conditioner like at 76. And I was like, it's cooler than what we normally keep it in the heat of the summer. And she's like, hey, I forgot what she said. I'm like, can you wait like 2 more hours? Because once that sun makes that turn to go down, it don't take it long to cool off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man, it's been nice. We just, got those double doors that go out on our deck.
Yeah.
Man, we've just been opening those things up during the day. It's been great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The only thing, we had some of those stink bugs come in the house.
They are bad everywhere.
Those things are crazy right now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be worse this year than I've seen. We saw several when we were Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg a lot. And then when we get back to Missouri, they're here too, just all over the place. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Our hummingbirds left. Today's the first day. We hadn't seen them.
Yeah.
They've been hanging around longer than other people said they would, but we haven't seen them today. So I think they're gone, man.
Yeah. Ours are gone too. We took the feeder down. So yeah,
it's getting that time of the year, man, fall, because geese, you heard me talk about the geese here on the lake and how they ate all my grass and had the young ones, and then they left, and now there's geese coming back, and I don't know if it's the same ones that's coming back, or these are geese it's wintering over or just stopping in. It's migrating south already from up north. If they stopped here, and they're welcome to stay during the winter, because I'm not trying to grow grass.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy. Brenda says, let me get pulled up here. She says, I think PWS qualifies as an actual condition, Porch Withdrawal Syndrome. So, yeah.
Brenda, that's funny.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we might have to get a hat with that on it. Porch Withdrawal Syndrome, PWS.
Yeah. So, but man, it's been the time's been, like I said, I can't remember the days of the week or anything, but man, it's that time of year where things go fast. It's like I told you a while ago before we hopped on. It's like I had all the time in the world today, and then all of a sudden, no time at all.
Yeah. Hey, there's Art. Hey, Art.
Yeah, Art's in here. So it's good to see Art from Cozy Christmas Podcast and Art's Book Odyssey. Bookworm Odyssey. Book Odyssey. Yeah. So, but.
And, time is going fast right now in the fall because, like I said, it's been 21 days, and it's no rain, just perfect weather. And I've gotten more done outside during the last 21 days than I've done all summer, spring and summer, actually.
Yeah. It's the time to do it.
I mean, I built a rock wall, and geez, all kinds of stuff. We had a fire pit with a patio built on the side of the hill. And I put a rock wall behind it, like to your back when you're looking at the fire pit. And did that. It took me about a week to do that.
Man.
But yeah, I've been at it. Doing a lot of work for old man.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah. So yeah, it's we start decorating for Christmas, and that always makes time go by fast.
Yeah. So. And I got to do that too. My wife didn't really like for me to decorate too early, but I think she'll fudge it a little bit this year.
Yeah. We got quite a bit done today. I'm off on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll get it finished up then. That's my plan anyway.
But you need to take some pictures of that and show on the porch, because you've got one with the cases.
Yeah.
It's a new addition for you this year.
Yeah. I got some new cases, so that's always fun. I might be able to pull that up real quick if people bear with me, and show everybody, because they did turn out very nice. So, a friend of mine was moving, and he had these all glass curios that he didn't want anymore. He had 4 of them, and he was just gonna throw them out. And I'm like, "You're just gonna throw these out?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't have space for them anymore, or anything." And I was like, "I'll take them," because you know me, pack rat, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and things. So it's
Well,
it's
well, you got all your nutcrackers in there. It's a great way to display
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
And while you're doing that, I'm trying to find Art's podcast.
Uh-huh.
Anybody in the chat that doesn't listen to the Cozy Christmas podcast with Art, man, it's great. But
Yeah.
he had trying to find the episode. I think it's the one before the last. Wasn't the last one. The one before is for some reason I can't find his podcast. But it was awesome, man. I had one of those driveway moments
Uh-huh.
where you pull in the driveway and it's not over with, and he was talking,
Right.
and I had to set out there before I came in and finish it. Here it is. Let's see. Which one was it, Art? Oh yeah, When Christmas is Hard: Reclaiming the Joy of Christmas with Alexandra Walker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one hit me right between the eyes, man.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'll have to take a listen
Art,
to that one. I hadn't had a chance to listen yet. So
yeah, Art did a great job on that, buddy.
yeah. And while we're on Christmas podcast, we got a little bit of announcement to make here. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think there'll be a new episode of Christmas Clatter. So we got that going on. But let's take a look at that. That Ken was. Now I can't take any credit for this because Holly's the one that decorated it. I'm just the one that brought the glass cases home. But that's our Nutcracker tree and our nutcrackers there in the hall. So
Isn't that awesome?
So I love it. Yeah, looks good. So
how many nutcrackers in there did you count?
I don't know. I didn't count. My goal is, I won't be able to get it this year, but next year I'm going to take those shelves and I'm going to wire them up with LED lights, so they kind of brighten it up a little bit, you know. So
yeah,
but yeah, I really.
What color would you put in there?
Probably just like a warm display kind of light. Not nothing too bright, but just a little bit to get some of the shadows and stuff out of it. You know, so
those are great, man.
Yeah, really dig it.
And I really like the nutcracker head on top.
Yeah, my mom found that on Amazon a few years back and got it for me. And Holly posted the picture on one of those groups on Facebook, and people were going nuts. And I guess you can still find it on Amazon, or people's having trouble finding it. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's if it's not on there right, it can look a little creepy, you know. But
yeah,
but I don't mind. So yeah, but we got a Charlie Brown and a Snoopy Nutcracker there off to the top right. And I think I added a couple more Nutcracker ornaments we found. Like I have a Buddy the Elf as a Nutcracker. It's a Hallmark ornament, but I just display him as a regular Nutcracker. He's in there. And then one of the Noble Santa Nutcracker ornaments from Hallmark we put in there too. So, but yeah, really enjoy it. We're coming along. We got our dining room's about done, and then after that we'll just have the living room and a few other things. We're doing a Peanuts tree this year. You know, we're doing a few more themed trees because we got so many ornaments that hang on a main tree. And like my two boys get a lot of vehicle ornaments because they're into cars and trucks and that kind of stuff. And Hallmark always releases a few, so they always get, you know, both of them get at least one of them every year. So we had a small tree, so we're going to do an all vehicle tree, you know. So
okay,
yeah,
that'd be all right.
Yeah,
I like that.
Be cool. Bunch of muscle cars on there and old trucks and a train and maybe a motorcycle and you know, so tow mater from Cars
Tow Mater.
Yeah.
Dude, did I ever tell you about that record that's up here, that tow truck? It's Tow Mater. I
Oh,
think I may have told you that.
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's a auto body shop out there, and it's kind of like their advertisement, but it's Tow Mater to a T, man. It's a whatever year truck that was, and it's rusted and fixed up just like it.
Yeah.
But they put Christmas lights on it in the winter.
Yeah. I seen where you can buy like those windshield sun blocks you can put in.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you can get those where it has the eyes like the cars. Mm-hmm. And that way your car looks like it's one of them. It was hilarious, you know.
That'd be great.
It was. It looked cool. I was like, that's hilarious, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, we only have 2 trees in our house. Well, you say in our house because we don't have a lot of room for too many more. I guess we could squeeze in a couple small ones, a couple pencil trees.
Yeah.
Because we just really have the one big room in the house, and then the bedrooms off that. Yeah. But we put a full-size tree in there, and then over by the door going out on the deck, we have a pencil tree. And that's usually all the vintage ornaments on that one.
Yeah. Well, let me go back, not to show this picture again, but this pencil tree here, this is a pencil tree, and I forget, we got 2 just like this, and I need to find like 2 or 3 more. I found out this is like the perfect pencil tree because it's like 7 feet tall, but it's only like maybe 24 inches around at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's like the perfect size where it feels like I don't want to say big tree, but it feels like a full size tree.
Sure.
But then you don't need a lot of ornaments to fill it up, you know, and it is not sticking out in the way, but yeah, I'm really digging the pencil trees.
Was it sitting on a table?
No, this one's sitting on the floor. That's
really?
one of those, like, it's not a tree skirt, one of them tree, I forget what they are, but it's just a little,
just tree britches.
Yeah. Tree britches. But that's actually half of it because of, you know, being against the wall. So, Holly got these from Target is where she got these from. She put it there.
What, the trees or the
trees? The britches came from, Hobby Lobby. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But I may add another one this year. I was at Walmart the other day and they had them out, and I was like, some of them are pretty affordable.
Walmart's a pretty good place to get trees. You know, they're not bad at all. So yeah, I forgot what they are called, so we are going to call them tree britches from now on.
Tree britches.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you ever watch that show Designing Women?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a Christmas episode where they had that one friend. She wasn't one of the main 4. She was like older than them and kind of senile. And she came in with this like big, thick, heavy skirt on. And she was talking about how she had to sew it up because someone had cut it all the way to the waist. And it turned out it was a Christmas tree skirt, like a real one. And she thought it was a Christmas tree skirt that you wore.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So,
man, that was a good show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good show.
Designing Women. And that same, I don't know her name, the actor, one of them plays on, what's Young Sheldon?
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen Young Sheldon?
No, I haven't.
She plays the grandmother.
Okay.
On there.
Is it the blonde?
No.
No. So I can't remember her name now. Is it Annie Potts? Maybe she was the.
Yeah, I think that's her. Yeah. I think that's her name.
She was also in Ghostbusters, original 2 Ghostbusters. Okay. I don't know if she's in the new one or not, but
but she's good in Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
And now that's got a spinoff called
not quite as young Sheldon.
No, it's Sheldon's brother and his new wife, Mark, Mandy. I think Mark and Mandy are first marriage is what it's called.
Dixie Carter. Yeah, it's Annie Potts, but Dixie Carter, she was the one that always had the big political rant at the end of the show. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dixie Carter. Yeah, she was the stern one.
Yeah, she was the stern one. And then her sister was Julia. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
And she was kind of like the bimbo, I guess, of them. And I can't remember the blonde-headed one. Her real name or nothing. But her character was supposed to be from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And which is cool because the one of the writers of the show, she was originally from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and so she had to put one of the characters there. So it's just a couple hours from the house here, hour and a half, I guess.
Poplar Bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I'm texting Jeff here because I tried to get him about your thing you were going to show. And he's texting me pictures of he's doing a rotisserie chicken. He got this big 6-foot grill. And so he's all wrapped up in that right now.
Yeah.
And I told him, man, look at your picture and tell me what you know about that.
Yeah. So for everybody wanting to know what we're talking about, I went to my mom and dad's house and pulled this out of my sister's room because it was my grandparents. And we can see it. I'll blow it up here a little bit better. It's this old lamp, and it's jadeite, and then this pink. This is all like glass stuff here, glass and brass. We have a shade for it. It's not the original shade, my mom told me. And I was just wanting to know a little bit more about it. There's no like markings on it. There is a taped serial number at the bottom, under the feet there. And my mom said my grandparents had this when her two older sisters were the only kids they had, and I think my mom's oldest.
I bet that's from the 40s.
Well, my mom said her older sister, she doesn't remember not having it, and she was born in I think 35. So it could be from the early 40s, and she was just so young she don't remember them getting it.
30s or 40s.
Yeah, and
can't be too much. When did electricity get invented?
Yeah,
you much younger than that.
Yeah,
older than that. I mean,
yeah, but it's so cool. It's got like I said, the shade. I don't have a picture of the shade, but it's not the original shade. Mom said the original shade kind of looks a lot like the old leg lamp shade, as far as the style. It's kind of like that tapered and then had the tassels on it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so I might try to find a more fitting shade for it, know. But
did you Google lens it and all that stuff?
Yeah, we did, and we found a whole bunch similar, but not that exact one. Mm-hmm. And it's heavy, and you gotta be fragile because the screen is all jadeite, and then this pink is some kind of glass too. I'm not sure. We put a black light on it, seeing if any of it was like uranium glass, and it didn't really glow like uranium glass, but it did not glow either. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's got a few cracks and stuff in it. It's not in perfect shape, but it's cool.
Yeah, but that's your family, that's your grandmother. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
love that.
It matches
love the green on there.
Yeah, it matches our kitchen because all our stuff is all mid-century furniture in there. Got that Zenith stereo console in there, and an old record box, and pink quartz is what Holly's calling that. She said it's pink quartz.
Pink quartz.
And old hutch in there, and the tables, our kitchen table's the newest piece in there, and it was like from 1978. So, but yeah, it's cool.
That's your newest piece, huh?
yeah, that's the newest one. So, but
yeah, that's a great find there. We used to have some old lamps, and we ended up, I don't know what we did with them. Sold them, I think. Probably sold them, got rid of them a good while back.
Well, my mom told me never to sell it, and I'm like, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's from your family. Ours wasn't an heirloom or anything like that.
Yeah.
They were just...
Yeah, Mom said they left that to her. Mom said even when she was a kid, she thought it was an ugly lamp, and it was in my sister's room at my mom and dad's house, and she thought it was ugly too. And so we took a lamp we've had for a while. It was like just a basic modern looking lamp, like from Target or something. and traded her out. And like, we're taking this lamp somewhere where it's going to be appreciated. You know?
Yeah.
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 So, but we try to lens it and find some stuff, and we put some feelers out there on people that might know things, you know, just to see and.
Well, I'm waiting on Jeff, man. I said, look at the picture. We need to know.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe he's got that rotisserie chicken. Or
turkey,
I
don't blame him. He's distracted. So
yeah. Well, man, I went to the Big Pumpkin Festival up here.
Oh yeah.
It was like a weekend or two after y'all left up here.
Oh really?
Wasn't it? A couple weeks or something like that. And I don't know what the winning pumpkin was this year. I didn't stay for that. I went and saw it and saw all the pumpkins, the big watermelons, and I love festivals.
Oh yeah,
where they have all the seasonal stuff for the fall and the Halloween coming up. Yeah, there's some of the stuff right there.
Yeah,
you know, all the handcrafted stuff. No, those are cool. Those are birdhouses right there.
Oh, that's
see the
nice.
hole the hole in his mouth where the birds can go in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they had several of them. That's like, I forget what they were selling them for, but it's like, man, there is no way I could make that for that. There's another one.
Yeah,
they're kind of Halloween themed.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, that takes some time there.
Man, you're not kidding. I mean, you get to looking at it and you're like, my gosh, how many pieces of wood? First of all, just to cut them and then glue them in the exact right spot. But anyways, it was cool. I love those where they have all the crafts and stuff.
Yeah. Watermelons?
Yeah, there's watermelons. I don't know what the winning one was this year, but a couple years ago, it was like 500 pounds. 500-pound watermelon, dude. Yeah.
I wonder if watermelon like that big, it tastes any good.
I don't know. If you open it up, they may have ball bearings in them or something.
Yeah, that's a big crowd.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was, man, there was a lot of people there. Yeah. There was a lot of people there. And that was a favorite guys back there. Oh yeah. And that right there. See, that's on our island now. The kitchen. You remember we had that candy dish? Well, that's our updated candy dish. And it says trick or treat on there, on our little bucket. We just put all our candy in there. It's cool because it sits on like a lazy Susan. It can spin around.
Oh wow!
Whatever side you're on, get your candy out of there.
Oh, that's just what you need. More help to get your candy.
Yeah, I know. Make it easier, right?
That's fantastic. I love it.
So it's pretty cool. I mean, somebody made that, and if you look at it close, it's out of an old quilt.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty cool.
That's cool looking, like Santa there.
I obviously didn't take that many pictures, but
yeah,
there was a lot of people. I don't know how many. There's thousands of people go to that. It's the biggest thing that happens up here.
That's so cool.
And Brenda, that I did do a faces to places on that, and talked to the guys that grew them, and pretty interesting.
Yeah,
they grow those things on scales, so they can keep up with them daily. It's all a lot of technology goes into it. People don't realize. Yeah, those guys right there were a hoot, man, talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
They sold relishes and all kinds of stuff, like pickled eggs and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I need one of those shirts.
Yeah, those are cool. Just keep your eye open for some pickled watermelon rinds.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, when we were in Hilton Head a few years ago, South Carolina, we found some at that store, and we're like, and we bought some and went over to mom and dad. We bought them for my mom and dad and took them over there to them, and Dad loved them. I'm not a big watermelon person, but I liked them. It kind of tasted kind of cinnamon and spice,
Really?
Real soft. And found out that for some reason, I guess the vinegar and the watermelon or whatever, because it was the rind, it wasn't like the skin, just the inside of the rind. He would eat a few pieces at night, give him something sweet to eat because he's diabetic. And then it would lower his blood sugar. In the morning, his blood sugar would be great,
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of times it spikes at night. Something I guess in the vinegar or something in them.
Yeah.
Really help control his blood sugar, and we've been looking for some more ever since. So Brenda doesn't know where this is being held at.
Yeah, Brenda, I live in Jamestown, Tennessee. And it's about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but probably about 15 minutes. It's called Allard, Allard, and they don't pronounce the T; it's a silent T at the end, so they call it Allard.
Yeah,
and it's nothing but a crossroads, pretty much, with the grocery store there, and they have a park, and that's where it's held, in the park. And that right there is the elementary school, the parking lot, the elementary school.
Brenda says her mom used to make pickled watermelon rinds. So, yeah, it has clove in it too. Yeah, I forgot that it had a clove taste in there. The cinnamon helps blood sugar.
That's okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Good. And I'd have more cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls and churros. And cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
So,
all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we did go to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg with my parents, like I said, and you and Mary were kind enough to come down and hang out for the day, and we ended up at the place called Santa's Closet, which was a Christmas store down in Gatlinburg, which was pretty neat. It was like a old house, and converted. And this is some pictures Ken took while we were there, because for some reason I just don't take pictures of anywhere I go. But
yeah, the way they had everything set up, it was very creative. They didn't just have the stuff out on the shelves. I mean, if you look at that, that's a white Christmas tree, like a snowman.
Yeah,
it looks like a snowman.
Yeah. So,
and there's all kinds of cool stuff.
Brenda had cinnamon rolls and churros yesterday.
You must have very low blood sugar today.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a cool place, real cool. A lot of a lot of times when you go to these stores, you see a lot of the same, but this one had a lot of different things in it that I didn't see just everywhere. In fact, I don't think I have a picture of it, but they had these like little like bowls, little tiny bowls, and this is upstairs in the attic. That looked like the old like C7 Christmas lights, and they had the 4 colors, and they were retro colors, and it was like $10 a piece, and they're like, I've never seen these before, and they're cool, and I can't buy one, gotta get the whole set, so we get those, so, but
that picture right there was me looking down over the railing. It had 2 floors. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is down at the
bottom.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. Very, very neat place. Had a lot of stuff packed in there too, and their prices weren't terrible, and they had a lot of samples too, which is always nice.
Yeah, there's what's that character's name from Sesame Street? There, yeah. But there's that big Nutcracker that I like to have. But do you remember the price on that? Because we looked at that. Something crazy.
Was it $1,400?
I can't remember. Something crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It'd be something you'd pass down for generations.
Yeah, I don't know if Taylor would want it, but she would be the only one that would.
Oh, you want that, man.
I do want it.
If you could buy that for $100, you'd be all over that.
Oh yeah. Well, if I had $1,400 I didn't need.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But the thing is, with that, you can't buy one. You need 2, because you need one like next to each other. Yeah. So no, we didn't go to the inn at the Christmas place. We did go to the store that was across the street that's affiliated with them, but we didn't go to the inn. We talked about going inside to walk around. We actually thought about getting a room there, but after Labor Day, their room prices spike like $300 and something a night. So yeah,
is Santa Claus there every day?
Probably so. But yeah. And But there's the good picture of this one of the set of stairs going up. Mm-hmm. So, but
yeah, that place was awesome, man. I mean, it really was. Like you said, there wasn't even whatever they had there. You wouldn't gonna buy that at Target.
No. So we got Art and Doug here. Hey guys, thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, Art and Doug, we're Todd's rolling through the pictures of the Santa's closet that we went to, and that was in Pigeon Forge, right?
Gatlinburg. We went down to Gatlinburg.
Mm-hmm. It's a Christmas store, and they didn't have anything in there that I saw that you could buy at Target. There might have been some things, but it wasn't much. Oh, stop right there.
Yeah.
Who's that mug down there in the bottom?
Yeah, who is that guy got in your picture with his Christmas Wham shirt on? So,
But see how they staged everything? That was I was on a set of stairs going down. It's just really cool the way they really took their time, and a lot of stuff packed in there.
It was very cool. It was very cool. And see the one across from the inn at Christmas, the hotel, it was similar. Things weren't on a shelf. They were kind of displayed. There was a little bit more room to get around in, but it just didn't have that as quite of a homey feeling as this one did.
Yeah.
They had a lot of stuff you could buy other places, or buy online and things, but, it was fine. I think we found a few things there, but nothing too crazy.
Was that at the Christmas place? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Christmas place that's there in Pigeon Forge. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. It just to me it didn't have the feeling this one did.
Yeah, it was like more, I don't know, commercial. Is that the right word for that?
Yeah, more commercial. And when you get commercial like that, things kind of get a little bit more store bland, kind of thing. It's like I tell people, because here a few years back, me and my mom went up, took a trip to Frankenmuth to Bronner's, world's largest Christmas store, and it's cool. It is really cool, but we have the Leo Log Cabin here, just a few miles from the house. And I always tell people, go to Bronner's. It's wonderful. It's cool. But it feels like a great big store, Yeah. And then you go to Yule Log Cabin and you just get that warm, fuzzy Christmas feeling a little bit more. Not that you don't get it at Bronner's. It's just a little, I guess, just being closed in and having it completely surrounding you,
Man, the Yule Log Cabin is fantastic, guys.
Yeah.
You're so lucky to have it there.
Yeah.
Closed like that.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's a treasure for sure. And yeah. Arnie, Doug, you guys should go to Bronner's. Stay at the Drury Inn. I'll tell you that. It's a great, clean hotel, and they got a free hot breakfast in the morning. So anything you could want. So it's only it's only a couple miles, away from Bronner's. So
yeah.
And it's
Art, if you drive out to the Yule Log Cabin, I'll meet you out there, buddy. I'll come. Me and Todd both will meet you out there.
Yeah, sounds good. We can do that. We can meet up in Indianapolis or something and drive the rest of the way there. Or we'll figure it out. Yeah. But it's Pigeon Forge was pretty neat. We actually talked my parents into doing an escape room, and me or Holly, neither one have done an escape room before, and of course they had several places there to do it, and me and Holly talked about it on Sunday about doing an escape room, that next day, and we looked at a few and found one that looked like it had a cool, room to do. Well, it had several rooms to do, like 4, 5, 6, something like that. Found one that was like their lowest difficulty setting because we've never done it. And so at at breakfast, and breakfast, and that's what you need for an escape room. They'll let you out right away. But at breakfast the next day, or I'm sorry, me and Holly were kind of waffling on it because it's it was a little pricey, like $40 a person or something to do, and we were like, well, do we want to do it? And I woke up that next morning, Monday morning, and I was like, before I even really got out of bed, I just kind of sit up on the edge of the bed, and I said something to Holly. I was like, let's do that escape room, because it's going to be one of those things. If we don't do it with Mom and Dad now, we'll probably never get the chance again, and be one of those I'll be kicking myself, And she's like, yeah, I kind of get that too. And so when we were at breakfast the next morning or later, we're like, hey, you guys want to do escape room? And Mom and Dad were like, yeah, whatever you guys want to do. We could tell they were they didn't want to.
Yeah.
They didn't know exactly what it was. Of course, they'd never done one. And we're like, okay, act like we didn't get the clue that they didn't really want to do it. So we reserved our spot for like 4 that afternoon and stuff. And I remember Dad asking me, like, are we going to have to do like a lot of physical stuff? And I'm like, no, it's a puzzle room. You get clues and we got to figure out. And the room we picked, we were like some kind of spies, and we had to figure out the time, date, and location of like this next terrorist attack, and you had 60 minutes. Yeah, it was their lowest difficulty, but it was a 7 out of 10. So, and you had 60 minutes to do it, and we end up doing it. But the last 10 minutes, I kept, because you get free unlimited clues on the screen. Last 10 minutes, I kept hitting the button for more and more clues so we could get through it. But it was a lot of fun. It was like one of the things, we found this little like old car antenna that folds out, and had to get some keys through a bar so we could unlock some stuff. And then there was a hidden tunnel, like a ventilation shaft, and Holly jumped down in there and crawled through, and then opened this secret door that led us into the next room and all this. And it was wild, but it was fun. And then afterwards, Mom and Dad had such a blast doing it. They're like, that's something we would never do on our own. And Dad was like, if we weren't leaving tomorrow, we'd come back tomorrow and do another one,
Yeah.
And it was fun, and they really enjoyed it, and to get through all the puzzles and stuff we had to figure out. So
yeah. Well, I've only done one of those, and it's been a good while ago. We had teenagers with us, and it was pretty hectic in there.
Yeah,
we didn't make it out. We thought we were. We thought we made it almost to the end, and when the time was up, it's like, no, we were still in the middle of it.
Yeah. Wow, so, that's crazy. Yeah.
But I don't remember being able to get clues like that.
Yeah, they had like a little, I don't know, it was small, like 24 little inch monitor on the wall in each room, and there was a big button under it, and somehow I guess there was someone watching you to know exactly where you were in the game, and so when you hit the button, it would give you a clue, but if you didn't figure it out and hit the button again, it gave you like more of a clue. And then if you hit the button a third time and didn't get any further, they would basically tell you exactly what to do. So,
well, dude, that gives me an idea. You should start your first Christmas themed room like that.
Oh yeah, Christmas.
Where it's all the clues have to do with Christmas movies and songs and everything Christmas.
Yeah. So
that'd be pretty cool.
Then at the end, we can hear Clark Griswold's mother-in-law go, I hope you kids see what a pathetic waste of resources this all was.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun to do that and have that. And we went down to go to that escape room and went to the island down there, which is, I guess, was developed by the Margaritaville, and it was something new that's popped up since Mom and Dad were there last. They had all kinds of cool shops and restaurants, and we ended up hanging down there for like 3 or 4 hours. just walking in the shops, and we went and got a bite to eat and got some ice cream and watched this. At night they had this fountain. It was like similar to like the fountain in Vegas. It had the lights, and they would shoot up and do all this cool stuff, and sit there in these rocking chairs and ate ice cream, and did that and things, and they had a puzzle shop. I mean, they had a shop for everything. It was just a neat place.
They had a puzzle shop there?
Yeah, they did. And
did y'all go to that?
Yeah, I walked through there and looked at all that. And I mean, they had amusement park rides for kids. You could buy like a bracelet or something for them. I don't know how much it was, but it was really neat atmosphere, the way it was done. And they had like one store that was all made in America products, and which was neat. And they had their typicals like souvenir shops and candy stores and things like that, but they also had some other interesting shops and kind of thing.
That made in America, it probably didn't have to be a very big store, did it?
It wasn't great big, but it was cool. And they had some beautiful Christmas ornaments in there too. I should have picked up one. Yeah, to be honest with you. But
speaking of beautiful Christmas ornaments, on Pepper Tree Villa, Doug and Arnie's listening in from Pepper Tree Villa. If you hadn't seen their podcast, you need to go there and watch that on Monday nights.
Yeah,
it comes on YouTube. But Doug, I think he got them from Hallmark. Did you see that set of ornaments? There was 4 of them. Oh my gosh, they were beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't got to catch up on the newest episode. So
yeah, Doug, Arnie, maybe if you're still on the chat, man, text and tell us how you got those, because I think they only had one set for the entire store. I think.
Oh, really?
They managed to slip in there and get them somehow.
Really? That's cool.
Yep, they were awesome.
Yeah,
beautiful. They're I don't know what kind they were, but they were amazing. And it makes you think, why don't they make them like those?
Yeah,
everybody could get them.
No doubt.
They would sell the heck out of those.
Yeah, they would. I've been pretty fortunate this year with the Hallmarks. I've been able so far to procure all my limited quantities so that I was wanting. So that's always nice.
Well, this is going to be the year when I join the Hallmark Club. Yeah. What do you call that?
Oh, the Keepsake Ornament Club?
Yeah, I've been putting it off, man. I have ever since I've been knowing you.
Yeah, I
keep saying that every year.
I should be getting a email soon about joining for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And the earlier you join, the earlier you get your box.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I get that email, I'll let you know so you can get it.
Yeah, please do, because I'm definitely I'm going to now. Now I have time to do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely worth it. They said they said those ornaments are the glass baubles they use with the on-air graphics on the Hallmark Channel.
They're awesome.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
If they sent you a picture of that, could you put it up there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys, just text me a picture of them. And I can,
if they have them.
Yeah. If you have a picture available, I can pop it up. So.
Yeah, they're truly amazing. I know Doug was thrilled to get those.
Yeah,
and I would be too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some. I got the one year, a few years back, I got the official White House Christmas ornament.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was kind of retro looking, and then every year I've been getting the catalog. Man, they're so cool too. All those White House Christmas ornaments. They're not always of the White House. They're of other things, but the way they're done is so nice. But I just haven't.
How did you get those?
I just somehow I stumbled across it. Just thumbing the internet. There's a store. You can Google. Let me pull it up here real quick. Be a little quicker and easier. All right. And but there's a official store for it and things, and it's at whitehouseholidays.com. And that's the official store for it. And they have, I got the 2021. No, I didn't get the 2021 one. I need to get, no, did I? Yeah, I did get the 2021 one, which is Lyndon B. Johnson's Christmas tree and had the retro like 60s blue on it and stuff. Yeah. But they have all kinds of cool little ornaments. You can buy whole sets of them, and things if so. But yeah, it's whitehouseholidays.com. You can get those, and there's other stuff there, So,
Did you get the picture from Doug?
Let me see if I got it here.
Look at that face, man. He was like, "Oh my gosh," he was about to lose it right there, man. he was so happy.
Oh,
that's great.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
But look at the ornaments.
Yeah, I'll get this.
Yeah, and that White House, you showed that on one of your episodes. Didn't
Yeah,
you?
I have an episode about it. I guess from 21 that showed it off and reviewed it and stuff. But
that was a good episode.
Yeah.
But you know what my favorite episode of Christmas Clutter was and still is so far? It's one where you had Carolyn Grimes on there.
Oh yeah.
Zuzu Bailey.
Yeah.
From It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody in the chat, if you haven't listened to that, my word, go back and listen to that.
Yeah,
she has a great story, and she's older, but she is so sharp.
Yeah, yeah, she's sharp as a tack, and Alonzo Duraldi was on that with me, to interview her and stuff, I really enjoyed that one quite a bit.
Yeah, that was great, man. Hearing the story about her. After they did it, she didn't see it for years.
Right.
She'd never seen it, and she didn't know that it was become popular.
Oh,
it was a thing, and then all the reporters kept showing up at her house out in, where was it, Kansas, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Kansas City area.
Yeah, kept showing up wanting to interview her, and she was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And finally, somebody said, "Yeah, it's wildly popular now."
Yeah. So, but here's those ornaments, and Doug.
There he is.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, they are. Look at that.
Man, and they're reflectors too, which I just absolutely love reflector ornaments.
Yeah, I don't know which one of those I like the best. It would be hard to pick.
It would be, right. My gut is top left with the green one with the red in the middle of that reflector. But man, that's a set. So,
but the red one right below it's nice too.
Yeah, they're all wonderful.
They are, every one of them.
Man,
I know. Why don't they make those like where everybody can get them?
Yeah,
they'd sell the heck out of those. I don't care what they ask. I don't care what they ask for those.
Yeah,
what the price point is, they would sell. I think
they would definitely sell.
Could you imagine a whole tree with all different kinds, that size and that quality?
Yeah.
I just had to sit there and look at it, man. I would never leave.
Yeah.
Christmas would come and go, and I'd still be sitting there in my chair looking.
Yeah, well, especially if you line up the lights on the tree with those reflectors just right. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's great.
I'm sure Doug and Arnie have the perfect place for them.
I'm sure they do. Congratulations on getting those guys. Those are fantastic.
Yeah, I think they just had the one set in the whole store.
Yeah,
and they were able to snag them.
Yeah, if you guys, if I ever come to visit, just make sure you keep those put up. I don't know if I'd be able to help myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that is great. But
search for good cheer ornaments.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I need to do that. They're probably crazy on the secondhand market right now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know. But
sure.
you know, we just I was talking, we was wanting to do some more themed ornaments, and for some reason I started collecting the cozy critters, which is the cute little birds with the fat cheeks, and I'm not like a monster bird fan, but I just love those ornaments so much. And I told Holly, I said, we got several of them. We could do a whole cozy critter tree. And we got them pulled out and set aside. I had like 6 of them. and,
Wow.
and, and I was like,
Doug's saying order them tonight.
oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No one tell Holly what we're talking about.
Holly, put your fingers in your ears.
Yeah. And, and I like I said, I had 6. I thought I had a whole bunch. So I'm like, well, dadgum. I thought I've been collecting these longer. And then I look back and I only started collecting them after like 4 years since they've been out. So I'm just missing the first 4,
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, all right, it's time to get caught up on those, So.
Well, Arnie was talking about, or maybe it was Ben, I forget which one. Maybe it was Ben started collecting the series. It was, is it Young Santa?
Yes, I started collecting that one too.
Yeah, that's what he said. Said that you kind of prodded him into starting collecting those.
Yeah, because it was crazy. Because I told Holly, it's like it would be nice to collect a set of those like from the first in the series, and because they only come out with 1 or 2 every year. It's not like when I collected Funko where they would come out with like 22 in a series all in the same day,
Right.
and then have all these limited ones and all this stuff. It's like, 1 or 2 in a year, and I was like, we'll look for a series. And that was the year they came out with Young Santa, and I saw it and I'm like, that's the one. That's the one we're going to get because it was so cool. And they only got 3 now, and I've been able to get all 3 of them easily, and it's nice.
Sure.
It's like, but yeah, it's a great little ornament series.
Yep.
So yeah.
Well, man, we got Halloween coming up soon.
Yeah.
What do y'all do on Halloween?
Usually take kids trick or treating somewhere, but Taylor's at that age where she's kind of back and forth on wanting to dress up or not. So if she doesn't, we'll probably just sit out, pass out candy with our Christmas tree on.
Do y'all have many trick or treaters at your house?
No, we don't. It's just, I mean, there's a few neighborhoods in town that get them, but it's kind of a dying thing around here.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do it. A lot of churches do the big trunk or treat things, and a lot of people go there and go instead of just walking all over neighborhoods and stuff. But yeah.
Well, when I lived in Nashville, our neighborhood was our house was built in 1940, and most of the houses were from the 40s and 50s. They were really cool.
Yeah,
and it was kind of an old field neighborhood. Houses were close together, and but anyways, we would get several hundred trick or treaters there.
Yeah,
people would come from all around town to come there and trick or treat. It was great. We always did the yard up real big and made chili every night or the night of Halloween, and those candy corn popcorn balls.
Oh yeah,
and it's kind of our tradition. We'd have a couple hundred, and you know who the best costumes were always from the Hispanic families. I mean, the mom and dad would get dressed up as well.
Yeah,
and the whole family. It was amazing. I mean, they spent a lot of time. Most every Hispanic family that came through there, you could tell they were almost like movie quality costumes.
really
It was great.
Yeah. Arnie and Doug said they keep their house dark because if they didn't, they'd have like 1,100 kids come through.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, I often thought, once that I have kids that aren't trick or treating anymore, about becoming that guy that hands out full size candy bars. and seeing how many Halloweens it takes for people to catch on.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they would.
Yeah.
I promise you. People will drive clear across town to get something free.
Yeah. Yeah, they would.
Especially something like that.
Yeah. You know. You like go to Sam's and buy like one of them big boxes of full-size candy bars and just see how long it takes them. Of course, then the other thing is if they don't give them all away, then someone's got to eat them.
Yeah, that's right. That's the hard part. Well, man, up here in Jamestown, where I live now, you know, there's a few people that live in town, but most people live out. It's really spread out. So the way they do it here is around the square. They block it off, and people set up those little pop-up tents. And people come, and all the kids come and trick or treat there. And it's crazy how they do it. They're so well behaved. If it was in Nashville, man, it would be a riot going on because, but they get in the line and they line up down the road with their parents, and it goes for a couple blocks. This line does. The parents are with them, and they come through single file. They go from tent to tent to tent, just all around the square. Nobody cuts the line. Nobody goes back for seconds. It's amazing how well behaved everybody is. I guess it's just a small town thing. But the first year we moved up here, because we always had a big Halloween shindig in Nashville. We decorated the yard, just went over the top, and it was just fun. And so we moved up here, and we're like, well, won't we join them and pass out candy? You know, we'll have our own little pop-up tent and everything. And so I called the Chamber of Commerce, and we put our name in the hat. And then about 2 weeks before Halloween, somebody was talking about how many people showed up for that. So I called them back, the Chamber of Commerce, and said, how many kids is going to be at that? And they said, well, it'll be between 1,500 and 2,000 because they come from all over the plateau up here. You know, I mean, because not just our county is Fentress County; they come from some of the surrounding counties that are in the mountains too. They all go to Jamestown, and they're like, oh my gosh! And I said, well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to withdraw because I mean it would have cost $800, man, even going to like Sam's or something and getting enough candy for that.
Yeah.
And we're like, we just, you need a sponsor of some kind.
Yeah.
But we found out that banks and businesses are usually the ones that do that. They do sponsor it.
Everybody gets Smarties and Dum Dums because they're the cheapest. You know.
We unwrap them. Everybody gets 2 Smarties apiece. Yeah. Maybe we can get Christmas Clatter or Pepper Tree Villa to sponsor.
Yeah, we could do that.
Candy. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We can pass out candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's pretty cool though, man. We go, Mary and I, there's a Dairy Mart there. It's like a little diner right at the square. And they have picnic tables. So we just go and get some ice cream and sit out there and look at all the costumes and stuff. Yeah. Hang out.
People watch.
Yeah, people watch, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Guys, we really appreciate you joining us here on the porch. Thanks for your understanding for us being out for a few weeks in a row. And just remember, I think, Ken, do you have a new North Pole coming out soon? Or?
Yeah, I do have one actually. It's going to come out tomorrow.
All right.
It'll be out tomorrow, and it's a Halloween edition. It's still Christmas, but it's a Halloween/Christmas edition.
Yeah. So tomorrow, look for a new North Pole News Dispatch. Also, remember to check out Cozy Christmas Podcast tomorrow night. Pepper Tree Villa will be live streaming, so check them out. And Christmas Clatter returns on Wednesday night this week. So be sure to stay on the socials for all that. And guys, if you ever want to get a hold of us, send us an email at joinusontheporch@gmail.com and on the Porch Pod, Instagram and Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. And you know, again, if you have a question, ask us. Need life advice? We got something to tell you, I'm sure.
You might not want to follow the advice, but we got something to tell you about it.
Yeah. But and we plan on being here through the holidays. We're going to play it by the ear, especially when it gets closer to Thanksgiving. Then schedules really get tight. But we plan on being through here as long as we can, and we may take a little break over the holidays, but we'll be back soon after that if we do. So we'll just play, like I said, we'll just play that by ear. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining us, and Ken, take us home.
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the porch with Todd and Ken, and we're gone.